What you're about to watch right here is an 11-minute rant, unedited, and it all stemmed from me asking for a discount on a car. And the rant was so long, there was a point where I actually got up, went and got water for about a minute, came back, and he was still going. And here's the full video.
Yeah, was there any other rebates that maybe I could qualify for? I'm not military and I'm not a recent grad. Was there any additionals that maybe would help get the price lower?
Like I said, I'm not the one who does. I'm not a sales manager. I am the go-between. I'm the, I interface with the customer and then the sales managers, and they're the ones who look at the numbers and all that stuff. And there's so much that goes into.
Probably do not get a Costco membership. You get a better deal without it.
And most dealerships, a lot of dealerships. Let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
You found us from Corbin, Kentucky. I just sold an Odyssey from somebody in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I had somebody call us from San Antonio, Texas. And this is on new vehicles, not just used vehicles.
Oh.
Or used vehicles, sometimes it'd be like somebody called me from New Jersey where it was just a very rare vehicle for where he was. He's telling me, we just don't have this in our area.
Yeah.
With a new vehicle, of course, every Honda dealership, of course, you've got what's their availability, what do they have in their inventory right now. We literally have one Civic, unless that one sold today, which I think it did. But we have more coming in, but there's none even in the backlog. So we have more coming in, but not today, right? So somebody may have a hybrid and it's a certain color, and we just don't have it. But with Coleraine, Fairfield, Kings, Morgan, and then even Florence, Kentucky. I think it's Florence, Kentucky. There's plenty of Honda dealerships, right? And every Honda dealership pays the exact same price for the same Honda. And, like that specific stock number that you are looking at, you find that elsewhere, the exact same one, that dealership paid the exact same amount of money for it. So the way some dealerships, they're just posting the MSRP, and and they'll negotiate with you if you come in. For us, the reason you know about it, the reason somebody called me from Sarasota, Florida, Colorado Springs, is because we are posting the best price on the internet. Oh, it's filtering to the top, and I've done this myself, where people will, the Fort Wayne guys with the Odyssey, I just went to cars.com and I punched in the exact specifications, and I said, look, there's one in New York, and there's one in California, and there's one in Florida, and they're slightly cheaper, right? And secondly, I look at things like, we are a Honda dealership. We're not Cincy Autos. We're not CarMax. We're not, Drive Time. We're not a buy here, pay here lot. We're not, what is it called? It's a buy here, pay here lot. But it's places that, like I bought a vehicle from GTX. GTX, I don't even think their mechanics are ASC certified, let alone, real mechanics, right? We have a state-of-the-art facility. Being a Honda dealership, we are by law required to fix all open recalls on a Honda, not a Toyota, because only Toyota can do that. But
how do we get a recalls?
Dealership. We have a state-of-the-art facility. They're ASC certified mechanics. They are Honda trained. They work on Hondas all day long. They know what they're doing. And we put
he's out of breath. He's talking too much.
That's kind of a different story. But the way we do it is we're posting the best price. You can look online. People are looking online. They're finding us. But of course, then there's not as much room. So we post the best price we can. And my gut feel, I'm new to this. I've never done sales. I've never done service, dealerships. I'm actually an engineer. But my gut feel, looking at those numbers, that $3,000 discount is really steep. So I'm guessing it doesn't matter, even if there are other rebates available, we would not be able to apply them. Again, the only ones being from Honda, and it's the sales manager made a great point. This is not Honda, it's Honda Financial. Honda does not give rebates because as he says it, these are not apology cars. These are phenomenal cars. We're not making apologies here. This is a great, CRVs are great vehicles. All of ours are great vehicles. So, and we've been discussing this a lot lately. We're living in the 60s and 70s where everybody thought that every car was being marked up by $10,000. That's when it was the big three. That was before Nissan, Honda, and Toyota moved in. Then it became the big seven. Now I'm wondering who the seventh one was. I'm wondering if that was Hyundai. I got to look it up. But back in the 60s and 70s, you could buy a Subaru. You couldn't buy a VW. Nowadays, you can buy a Fiat. So wherever there's going to be competition, margins are going to shrink. It's the only way to make money. It's the only way to make your vehicle more valuable than the next. And I like to say things like, did you see the price of beef lately? Beef is 4 times what it used to be. Is it any better? No. How about gas? Is gas any better? It's 4 times more expensive. But these cars are 1,000 times better than they used to be. The government alone requiring all of these safety upgrades, these crumple zones and energy absorbing things and airbags and all of this stuff, they are 1,000 times better. I tell people, I bought my condo 18 years ago for $96,000. They had been selling for $220,000 for the last 2 years. Somebody just sold one without a garage for $230,000. What's my point? The market drives the price. Is my condo worth $96,000 or is it worth $240,000? The market that drives it. Right now in Westchester, Ohio, massive demand and a very low supply. But in general, housing market has gone up anyway. Now you can't buy a house for anything less than $500,000 in West.
How do we get the houses?
All the market. So you found us because we had an incredible price. But what I'm finding is people still think that despite that, there's still, even with the $3,000 discount, they think that there's still $7,000 profit. I Googled it. Dealerships are operating on a razor-thin 1 to 3% margin. Just like our training guy said. He said, what do you think the markup is on a Starbucks coffee or drink? I looked it up and they're saying something like 25%. McDonald's, they're saying their margin is like 30 to 40%. And that's because they franchise and they charge a lot of money to their franchisees. But why do the franchisees, franchise? Why not just make their own burger joint? Because it's McDonald's. If you want to make money
McDonald's.
Running a restaurant, you become a McDonald's franchiser. Here's something I thought about. If there's so much money to be made in...
We're 5.5 minutes on his rant right now.
Why are
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to
corporate Honda dealerships? There's no corporate Toyota dealerships. Chevy, GM, Ford, it don't matter. There are none. If there was so much money to be had in a dealership, why wouldn't the manufacturers themselves build dealerships? Whereas every Starbucks location is a corporate location, except for Meijer, Target, Kroger, etc. Then they kind of become a franchiser, but there's no standalone Starbucks that is franchised. Why not? Because there's so much money to be made, they're not franchising it. And McDonald's franchises, they have both franchises and corporate, but they make gobs of money in their franchise fees. So, fact is, I'm an engineer who came here for GE Aviation. Lo and behold, I find out GE, Pratt & Whitney, and Rolls-Royce all sell their aircraft engines for a loss to get the business. Why do they do it? To get the service. Difference being, the only company that can service a GE aircraft engine is GE. There are no aftermarket parts for a GE aircraft engine. That's not the case with Honda. You can take it to, number one, you can take it to any Honda dealership. It's not our dealership. So, if you're in Corbin, Kentucky, you're certainly not coming here for service. But that internet price that you have seen is posted, so we have to honor it for whoever purchases the vehicle. But the fact of the matter is, if the way I'm understanding it is, if somebody comes in here from Fairfield and looks at the same vehicle, and they have a history of buying Hondas, and they have a history of servicing their vehicles with our dealership.
I'm going to test this. I'm going to walk away for 45 seconds. I'm going to come back with water and then walk out of my office so you guys just keep listening.
But it's still no guarantee because they can still take it to CarX.
Microphone.
They can take it to tire discounters for an oil change. There's no guarantee that they're going to bring it to us. And as Google AI says that 60 to 80% of what a dealership makes is in service and therefore parts. You take it to CarX or even CarMax. I worked for 3 months for CarMax. I worked here for a month. I had my Nissan Sentra serviced. Not serviced. I had a starter put in. I didn't use a Nissan part. We looked for the best refurbished part we could get. When I've taken it to CarX, it's always a aftermarket part. That's not what a Honda dealership is going to do. You know, when we, even for our used vehicles, a big difference.
No way he's still going.
Parts. So our used vehicles are not the same as anybody else's used vehicle because we're on the dealership. People asking me, did you change the oil? What are you talking about? Did you change the oil? We're a Honda dealership. Of course.
We're 8.5 minutes and 10 minutes. I'll just cut them off.
So what I'm saying is that that $3,000 discount is, I'm pretty sure that's it. There's nothing, even if you had, like I said, a Costco membership, we would not be able to honor it because it's been discounted as much as possible. With that said, if you're still interested in the vehicle, you know, I say come on down.
Perfect.